Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back or welcome home. This is our weekly reading for March 30th through April 5th. Woo! So this is being recorded on the 26th, but we are in that energy of the eclipse. So by the time you see this reading, we are working through still that energy of the partial solar eclipse in Aries. So let's go ahead and get into it for the brightest messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What can we expect this week, Scorpio? What is the vibe? Let's see. 2 came through and we will take them. I have Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal, as we are working through the last of the retrograde energies. Well, I shouldn't say last. We still have through the mid-March. I'm clearly retrograding in Mercury. We have through mid-April and then the post-shadow period. But there is a rest and renewal, number 25, reducing to number 7, a number of introspection and enlightenment. Also a very lucky number, so maybe get some rest and you'll get lucky. Comment below. All right, and this reads number 44, a perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So I feel like this week is going to have you in this energy of making some really big decision because really big clarity comes. And it's probably on the heel of getting some rest on this 7th day, right? So that's what I'm picking up on, Scorpio. Big ideas or lots of clarity this week, kind of helping you navigate this perfect storm here. I do have the star card showing up as the first card for the week. Wishes granted, things coming into, what you've been wanting, answers coming. Also feeling this is putting you in the limelight, putting you in that starlight energy. So you could be getting a lot of recognition in your community, at work, online, depending on what you do. What else do we have for Scorpio? Another number 8, it's popping off here with these numbers. We have the 8 of Cups. So where it says the courage to step into life, that's exactly what this 8 of Cups vibes is all about. You might not know what steps you have to take. You may not know what secrets behind door number 2. If you know that game show. Anyway, ultimately, your mind, your body, your heart, everything is pulling you in another direction. Maybe one you didn't expect. So this is really interesting because it's the perfect storm of events happening that places you in the perfect position to start over, to walk away. And I don't want to say start over because you're not really starting anything over, but for a new adventure. It's a different type of adventure, a different type of excitement coming into your life. And as I say that, I pick up the Knight of Wands, literally the card of adventure and excitement. So Scorpio, that's very interesting. It's like you get a lot of attention for something, and it places you in a position of power, especially if this is anything to do with your financial environment. Wow, Scorpio, I'm going to take these because they came out together, but I have to go back to this perfect storm. And they're pointing out that the same way we have 2 8s here, because remember the star card is number 17 and 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 is a number of bringing things into material form, right? Wishes granted, abundance, the search for more. And I say this a lot, you're worth the introspection of it all, right? If something doesn't feel right to you, if you're on the cusp of making a heavy decision, pay attention to why you're on the cusp to begin with. This 8 of Cups doesn't go away. This 8 of Cups will pull you. It is your journey. It is a purposeful journey and a journey with intention, one filled with desire. this is worth the exploration, and it is a perfect storm. But you find balance, because here we've got 2 8s, and here the perfect storm, number 44. Hopefully you can see that. That's number 44 there. So we're seeing the numbers show up already. And then I have here 8 of Swords coming through. So it's interesting, Scorpio, because we have the crazy 8 showing up. 8, 8, 8. Just to start off our reading, we go from the Star card to the 8 of Cups. What's holding you back, or what produces the perfect storm? Because where you have been tied down, tied back, holding yourself back, here we've got like something just nudges you, pushes you, that irritation, right? I don't know. There's something here that it's like, it's a perfect storm that moves you out of your comfort zone. That's what it is. The perfect storm that moves you out of your comfort zone, gets things going. So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more. Also, guys, if you've been participating in the mini read contest, this week for this reading, the passcode to enter into the contest for the mini reading is winning. Literally, that's it. Document winning. Winning, because Scorpio, we've already won, right? No matter what happens next in your life. I just saw the Queen of Swords. Hold on one second. I know I did. I saw her peeking out her head. All right, I'm going to let it go. But I feel like she was facing the wrong way. Anyway, and just because I saw it in my mind's eye, Queen of Swords is clarity. So again, clarity comes. There's the perfect storm of events that takes place this week. It gets you unstuck. It pushes you. It's that eclipse energy. We have 3 8s coming through. But I feel like, again, this movement is going to be a massive change for you, but coming from the smallest irritant. I don't know, like somebody pisses you off and says the wrong thing and you straight up quit your job, and it's like the straw that broke the camel's back happens, because this 5 of Wands isn't like, this is no mastermind here. This is like somebody nitpicking, getting under your skin, getting on your nerves. It's like that grain of sand that produces the pearl, right? So this 8 of Swords, the upheaval, right? How you get out of that is through this 5 of Wands. And it may also be, Scorpio, that you've been avoiding an argument, and that's why you haven't made changes. So let's go ahead and clarify further. We've got the Star card, which reduces to 8. We've got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. So we're going to take these the way they came out. Wow, Scorpio, it looks like you've got some decisions to make. Like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm a Scorpio too, so something happens, and we seem to want to get in our own way here this week. So the Star card and the Magician, something that you've really been wanting and manifesting happens for you. Be mindful of manipulative people in your circle right now. Because look, somebody's trying to hold you back, or you are in your own way, really. With this 8 of Cups coming through, I've got the 7 of Swords. So there's a lot of strategy involved in you leaving a situation or walking away from something. So you thought, right? I'm getting this energy that you've been wanting to leave or wanting to change something in your life, and you've been playing it out in your mind over and over and over again. And ultimately, it is the slightest thing that makes you just finally say, fine, I'm going to make that decision. But even still, like, I've got some closed off energy for you, for all of us, with this 5 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. The clarity you seek is I feel like it's not the answer you want to hear, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, Scorpio. So let's dig deeper. What else is going on for Scorpio? So we've got clarity coming through, but we have a little bit of like, I don't know. That's really not the answer I was hoping for. I've got strategy involved coming through, being careful with your words. I'm also seeing don't show all your cards at once, Scorpio. Like, whatever strategy you have to get to where you want to be, keep it to yourself for right now. There is something here about don't overshare your plans. Not this week. Yeah, there she is, the Queen of Swords. I knew I saw her. So the Queen of Swords comes through and says, look, you're going to see things very, very clearly, and there's not going to be any hesitating as to what's going on. Is it what you want to see? Potentially not, but clarity comes nonetheless. And so, as normal, Scorpio will walk away from that situation because now things, now you have a clear direction. You know what needs to happen. It's like that 8 of Cups that came from the weekend prior and starting off the week. You know that you've got to make changes. You've been making a lot of plans for how you should, when's the right time, and then boom, a snap decision because something really gets to you and you just have to make a break. So Queen of Swords comes through. 4 of Wands is happening. Community, this is also a gateway to freedom, and it could be the marriage card. Could be. Some people might be deepening their relationship, which is in the cards for Scorpio. Right? Scorpios are experiencing, and you're going to have to catch the relationship reading that'll be up later this week, but Scorpios are experiencing major changes at home, in finances, and with relationships, day-to-day, what's it called? The words won't come out. Your day-to-day habits, things like that. 8 of Swords again, Scorpio. Some of you might really be at a crossroads when it comes to a commitment, not really sure that you want that deepening commitment. There's something here that you are blocked off about. And this week is about getting you unstuck, like letting you see what it is. All right, so tell me more about this Queen of Swords for Scorpio. 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands is about taking action in the moment. So Scorpio, listen, even though you need to be strategic in how you word things, and this could come up in a variety of ways. It could come up at home, with clients, at work. It's a general reading. So if you're looking for more specific guidance, head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. The links are in the description box below. But 8 of Wands is all about forward movement and taking action in the moment. And it's clarifying the Queen of Swords. So again, no matter how that clarity comes, no matter how the answers arise, I do have the feeling that it's not going to be what you expected, but the universe is saying your perception, your perspective of your environment is limited by your experiences. So don't yuck the yum, right? Don't try to control what's happening around you when you see the truth of the matter. Don't repaint it. So let's talk more about the 4 of Wands. Why the 4 of Wands? This is, again, community, freedom, could be marriage. This comes through the 7 of Cups, options. All right, so let's see. Why the 7 of Cups? Here we've got Knight of Pentacles. I don't know, Scorpio. I feel like if somebody is trying to deepen a connection with you, somebody in this connection, and this does come through like a romantic connection. So if you're already in a relationship, this comes through as a romantic connection where it has been stuck. Nobody's making a real decision, and there's a lot of like excuses, smoke and mirrors, and things surrounding this relationship. I don't know, something about illusion potentially. Let me just see. And I've got Temperance coming through with Knight of Wands. Scorpio, listen, you're going to have to check out the relationship reading later, but this just tells me that where you were seeking answers come. It's not necessarily what you wanted to see or hear or the outcome you were looking for, but ultimately it's the clarity you need. And we've got Justice coming through with the 8 of Swords, where in the beginning of the week, you were holding yourself back and it was bickering back and forth, whatever. This is justice, balance, clarity, and the truth that you need to get you out of the loop, really. Anything else with that? This one comes through. I've got Devil energy coming through. Wow, Scorpio. So, and the 2 of Swords. The one major thing for Scorpio, for us, that's happening is that we are going through this pattern of releasing, toxic behaviors. So for ourselves, we're going to be doing a lot of zhuzhing up of our routines and, eating better, drinking less, sexting less, whatever, you name it. We get involved with all kinds of crap. So whatever it is that you're doing that's maybe taking up too much of your time, lower vibrational energies, no matter how much fun it might be, you're going to be stepping up your game, because you can't necessarily live with one foot in the lap of luxury and one foot in, the low vibes. So there's something here about cleaning up your act, cleaning up your energy, balancing things out, getting out of your way. But I don't know, Scorpio, this right here has me thinking that you are really considering your environment, like what your life's all about. This is big energy. This is like where you feel like things have just been ho-hum. Things have been same old, nothing's really progressing, and you want your life to go in a different direction. And so you start seeking answers and clarity, and you start making some real changes with your environment, and you get out of things that aren't serving you. And I know we say this a lot, but ultimately the way this comes out is that you are starting to see that all the manifesting you've been doing, all the work that you've been doing to better yourself is paying off. And as a result, you're not as comfortable in the same old environment that you were in. People are different. It doesn't bring you comfort anymore. You've outgrown the situation. So Scorpio, this week there's a lot of that happening. It's like the perfect storm to show you why you really need to make a move now, right? It's that's all I keep hearing. Make the move now. Page of Wands, right? Excitement, adventure, moving forward, going through with something finally. That's what I'm hearing. Finally going through with something. And I just saw the 10 of Swords and the Fool card come through together. And just for a matter of record, what was behind it was the 6 of Wands as well. So Scorpio, you are definitely cutting out that last little bit of whatever had to be reworked in your life, right? And then this is a brand new beginning and taking like a courageous step. That's all I keep seeing. Like Scorpio steps into their power, and it's this courage of, yeah, I'm absolutely done. So tell me more about this Page of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Fool card. I'm also picking up, you're exploring more about what you want. Where you thought you wanted this traditional life, you don't. Or where you thought you wanted to have this wild, crazy life, you want tradition. So you're at a crossroads, as usual, Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles comes through with the Page of Wands, Scorpio here and then here. Thank you, Spirit. So I've got the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. A new beginning in the material. I mean, I really feel like some of you guys are thinking about moving and releasing material goods, if that makes sense. Like I can literally see some people out there saying, you know what, I'm selling it all. I'm selling it all. And I'm going to take my one bag, as the Fool has over here, my knapsack. I'm going to fill it with what serves me, and I'm out of here. That's the energy I'm getting, and you'll be better off for it. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords says better days ahead. This decision, this clarity, once you accept that it's just slightly different than what you thought was going to happen, ultimately it's exactly what you need. It's better than what you could have imagined. I'm also hearing, if you are involved in a legal situation of any kind, if something gets postponed, reworked, you don't get the answer you want, do not fight it in this moment. Wait until the 3rd, 4th week of April, maybe even the beginning of May. Because right now it's fated events. Right now things are happening in your favor, Scorpio. Don't be an interloper, right? Stand up for yourself, absolutely. But if you see the universe making power plays, allow it to happen, because there's something on the other side of this for you. You have karmic cycles coming to an end, because here you're showing up. We're showing up in our own reading with the 10 of Swords. Definitely whatever it is that's been having you closed off, having you in your head, having you out of balance, this energy here, right? It, like I said, it comes to an end, and you don't look back. That's what we have here. So Scorpio, the perfect storm, courage comes, that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Again, perfect storm brings that conversation to the table. And you really feel the confidence and empowerment to move forward. And I see that there is this feeling of achievement for Scorpio and a feeling of pride, right? I feel like very much like, yes, I have accomplished, I faced my fear and I stood up for myself and I deserve this life. And that's what I want you to keep saying that to yourself, Scorpio. Comment below, winning, winning, winning. Pound that energy into the universe. You are a winner. Everything about you says you are winning. Everywhere you go, you exude the energy of winning, right? And what does that look like? It looks like you're ahead of the game. It looks like pride, confidence, joy. It looks like you are certain that no matter what, you come out on top because the universe is always conspiring for you, not against you. Remember, Scorpio, you are winning, I am winning, and here, Stars with Stasi, we are all winning. So let's look at our shadow work, because honestly, this is a courageous week. Like, you really get your cojones about you. I'm proud of us, Scorpio. I'm proud of us. It's not been the easiest year, right? And I do mean 12-month cycle. When you take a look at where you were during the last set of eclipses last year, whether you're looking at the ones at the end of the year or back in April, think of how far you've come. Think of how much movement has happened in your life and be grateful for that. And that same courage that got you through this entire year is exactly that same courage you tap into this week to get you unstuck. And again, have pride in yourself for how far you have come. This says advise versus listen, number 11, and it comes up for us quite a bit. This might be a week where you might take someone else's advice and listen very, very carefully for what's being said and what's not being said. The universe is saying, pay attention. The answers are already in front of you, but this week the veil comes down and it's like, wow, this couldn't be any more clear. It's time for me to leave out. So advise versus listen. I also am sensing that you may be in a position where someone comes to you to tell you something. And again, that might be the clarity you need. Like, hey, I got to confide in you. Hey, this has been heavy on my heart. So Scorpio, when we're talking about the number 11, just like in this 4 of Wands here, as you can see, it's a gateway to freedom. There's a release here. When you open your heart, you open your ears, open your mind, right, to the possibilities of all the answers that are already in front of you. It is a gateway to freedom because everything can be true. And it's up to you to find the perspective that suits you the best, Scorpio. Remember, winning, to comment below, winning, winning, winning. You've already won, Scorpio. It is a true story. Every day you wake up, you are winning. So what can Scorpio manifest? It says, I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Scorpio, you are worth the exploration of this 8 of Cups. And how do you do 8 of Cups? When you don't know what 9 is, when you don't know what 10 is, when you don't know how you're going to feed your family, pay your rent, get dressed in the morning, whatever the ick is, how do you get out of it? Through clarity. Where does that clarity come from? From within. How do you find it? One step at a time. One profound, deep conversation at a time with your highest self. One real, honest, painful conversation at a time with yourself. That clarity, when you sit and you listen to potentially your own advice, is going to give you that courage to get out of that perfect storm and into your highest and best timeline. Scorpio, don't forget it. Comment below. You are winning, winning, winning. We are all winners here. It starts with Stasi. So either welcome back or welcome home. Comment below, winning. I am so proud of us, guys. Honestly, I have been going now for 2 years. It starts with Stasi, ups and downs, health glow ups, health blow ups also. It has been such a journey, and I am so, so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your shares, your likes, and subscribes. The winner of last week's contest is Angie O _ channel. Angie O _ channel. All right, Angie, congratulations. While I get these cards ready for you guys, don't forget that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we are all doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other, and may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Scorpio. And until next time, shine brightly. And if you're going to hang out for the mini reading so you can get an idea of what it might be like to get your personal reading from me, let's do it. This is for Angie O _ channel. Congratulations, my love. Let's figure out what it is that the universe wants you to know. All right. So, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, tell me what it is that I need to know for Angie O _ channel. Angie O, the winner of our contest. What's going on with Angie? Spirit, I've got this card wanting to flip out. Oh, honey, this is good. I have here 6 of Wands and the Page of Wands. A lot of fire energy, victory. This says confidence. This says head held high. You're definitely going for something, which I love for you. I've got the Judgment card, facing your true north and being called to really be vulnerable also, which I'm picking up is maybe a little uncomfortable for you. I've got Justice card and Knight of Cups. Because I see the Judgment card and the Justice card, this really might be about a court case. And if that's the situation, there is victory ahead for you. All the cards surrounding it are positive, so things are coming into balance for you for sure. But I do see like a turn of events in a positive way. Everything around those cards was positive for you. So let's see if there's anything else I need to know. I just saw the Strength card as well. So I'm hearing you're going to have to tame, like, face your fears. Get a hold of your emotions. You have a lot of good stuff coming. That's for sure. I saw that. But it's the Judgment card and the Justice card that have me thinking that this is going to be a time where you've just got to tame yourself, because it's like what I was saying in the reading. It's going to be better than you thought, but it's going to look a little different than you expected. Knight of Pentacles, where something's taken a very long time to resolve. Resolution is coming. What else do we have for Angie? I just saw the World card. 1 second. I've got the World card. Oh, all right. Listen, so I don't know if this is about a career situation or something like that, but you're going to have to take it how it resonates. I've got the World card, a chapter coming to an end for you. And I see here that this might be in business, because I've got the Emperor coming through and the 7 of Wands. So there's definitely been some sort of situation where you're creating more time for yourself and you're putting up a boundary of how much you're willing to give to other people, maybe even at work. Or this could be that you've recently changed or shifted in the workplace. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords coming up as well. And this tells me that you will be picking up maybe something new, like a new micro focus. And you might be starting a business, ending one and starting one. But there is something here about studying or putting your focus and energy and intention into a calm and stable environment. And really actually being quite successful. But again, this is about finding a third place solution, looking outside of what has been comfortable for you in the past for an answer. When we saw the 2 of Swords, now we see the 2 of Wands, exploration, decision making. King of Cups. I do feel that this is going to work out for you, but it's definitely going to be about understanding that you are worth the exploration. Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning in the material with a difficult time coming to an end. Oh, I love this for you. That was a very positive little mini read. I feel like, you are definitely headed towards some great things, and not just with your pentacles, right? But look, 9 of Cups. And that person is very fulfilled. And as a matter of fact, they're so confident that they are seated like a king or a queen at a throne, and they are ready to invite all over. They have 9 full cups behind them, and they are content. They are confident and fulfilled. Laurie, I wish you all of the best. Or Angie, I don't know where I got Laurie from. I don't know. But Angie, I wish you all of the best. Please, please, please comment below and let me know that you got your mini reading. And don't forget to comment below winning, because you might win again. Have a great week ahead. Thank you so much, and shine brightly.